The world of Thomas and Friends is home to so much rich lore that spans numerous books, episodes, and even movies. As the years have gone by, I have created my own headcanons for this world. An alternate universe, or AU, are fan-created universes of properties where story beats and characters are altered. Since today marks the 77th anniversary of Thomas and Friends, I thought it'd be fun to explore my Thomas AU and look at some of my weird headcanons. Starting off, let's look at one of my favorite locations. Great Waterton, as we know, is the town that time forgot. The history of the town is pretty much not known. The most we ever got was a couple of lines in The Great Discovery, so I wanted to fix it. Great Waterton was once the capital of Sodor. It was the largest town at the time and housed two major industries. There was a mine nearby named Morgan's Mine, after the founder of the town. There was also the Great Waterton Waterworks, which caused the downfall of the town. One day the pipes in the tower burst, destroying the factory and flooding the town. Everyone was forced to evacuate and went off to form new towns and forgot all about Great Waterton. Since the town was located near the Skarloey Railway, I think it also makes sense to replace all the standard gauge track with narrow gauge track, since it would kinda just fit better in the timeline since the events of this would take place before the creation of the Northwestern Railway. Now, I feel like it wouldn't be a headcanon video unless I bring up this guy. Proteus was once an engine who worked on the Mid-Sodor Railway. Like many, I have gone the route of making him a part of the Sodor mythos, however, I wanted him to be as close to his appearance in the episode as possible. His lamp is actually magical and can grant any wish, however, it needs to come from a need and not a want. Of course, like the episode, you would need to look out for the three signs.
First, you feel a rush of wind whenever the lamp is near. Then you hear a strange creaking sound. And finally, he added, you'll see it flicker on and off.
I really didn't want to go the route of making him a ghost, since I don't really like that idea. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future, but I prefer the legend being focused on the lamp and not Proteus himself. I also like the idea of the author of the books, mentioned in season 12, being a historian trying to find the true history of the lamp. Now let's go on to a bit more of a specific one. Billy of all characters is a standout. Now I know we all love Billy, but I changed him up just a bit. He now works at the quarry and is usually off by himself. His personality hasn't really been changed too much, but he's kind of modeled after Barry from the Pokemon series. They're both pretty impatient characters, but I think Barry is the better character of the two. Barry is also my favorite rival in the series, so writing for him is a lot of fun. Now if only I would actually adapt my stories with him. Okay, so you know how when Thomas comes to breakfast, the driver says,
"You know just where to stop, Thomas," laughed his driver. "You could almost manage it without me."
Well, in my AU, they actually can, sort of. The engines also have crews, but if they pass a sort of driving test, then they are able to drive themselves around. Only some engines have done this, however, but some engines like Edward love their crew too much. However, to even take this test, you need to almost have a spotless record, which is hard to do when you live on Sodor. Some engines like Thomas and Percy are actually banned from ever taking the test. This one has been done by pretty much everyone, but I really like it. After the current Sir Topham Hatt retires, Stephen Hatt takes up the mantle. I'm not sure if this is actually done in the Railway series or not, but it's a cool idea. However, in the show, there doesn't seem to be anyone next in line to take up the mantle after Stephen. So in my AU, the Hatt line ends with Stephen and a new controller is appointed by the board. Okay, now this one is kinda weird. The M.C Bunn at Knapford suffers a grease fire in like 1984. This really doesn't add anything, I just thought it was kind of funny. So that was just a couple of my crazy headcanons for this world we all love. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments down below, and feel free to leave your own headcanons in the comments too if you want. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I hope you had a lot of fun watching it. I might make another one of these videos in the future, since I have a lot more of these goofy ideas. Well, until next time.
Suddenly, Billy stopped.